Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Rello. That's RELLO, and we back for another episode of RELLism. And I'm here with a very special guest, somebody that I've actually sat down with 2 times. This will be the third. Someone that, no matter how long it's been, continues to keep their name running consistently in the music, and just non-stop, one of the hardest workers I know. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you my brother, YBM Smoove.
Yes, sir. That's me, YBM Smoove.
What's going on with it, bro?
Man, not much, bro. Just kicking it cool.
So, my first question for you, bro, is how are you mentally? Because I've had some losses, you know what I'm saying, close to you. Have also been battling a pandemic, starting your own business. So it's like it's a lot of stress on you, but then it's also a lot of pain going around too. So how are you mentally?
Mentally, I feel like I'm a lot stronger this time around because this shit do happen more times than not. And I feel like I'm just handling life a whole lot different now with everything that's been going on. So I really can't complain.
I feel you.
I'm
So
blessed.
How's the family been?
Family good.
Man, Smoove got a full house now. Got a full house. Got the old school in the garage. Like you live.
I'm an uncle now, Uncle Smoove.
Oh, no stuff. Congratulations.
Uncle Smoove, yeah.
How that feel?
I'm good. I love it.
Man.
30s is lit.
30s is lit.
30s is
Old
lit.
ass man.
Life changed.
But now that you are a family man, you know what I'm saying, and it's like you see everything that, you know what I'm saying, you've been blessed with, you know what I'm saying, beautiful family, you know what I'm saying, you're not afraid to mention, you know what I'm saying, that you have your own house, you know what I'm saying, you started that as young. And how does it feel to know, you know what I'm saying, being a youngin from the north side, that it's like, yo, you were able to make it out and get to where you are?
All I can say is blessed. I mean, with the people that was in my life leading me in a good way, in a good direction, doing positive shit. Mainly my mama, she's a big inspiration, and shit, she's...
Shout out to Mama Savage, man.
Yeah, she's more of a hustler and everything than I am, so shit, shout out to moms. Just kept a nigga going all these years.
For the first time, and I don't really know your history, you know what I'm saying? We met a few years ago, so you know what I'm saying? I don't know you like fully like that, but this project was the first time I heard you mention your step pops and what, you know what I'm saying, what he's meant to you. You know what I mean? So what made you decide, you know what I'm saying, to see that? Was it something that, you know what I'm saying, now that you're a man and you're a father yourself, you recognize what he had to go through?
Yeah, that's everything that you just mentioned. Shit, it's being the step pops, taking that responsibility that you didn't have to be somebody else's kid. So
it's a different game.
Yeah, major salutations to my guy, man. Definitely.
In 2020, you dropped Northside Baby with DJ Fluid. You dropped WSU 3, you dropped Meditation 2, and you dropped Tag Team.
Yeah.
Why so much music so fast?
Was that the pandemic year? Yeah, that's why I was bored on YouTube, learning how to mix and master. And shit, I was just tinkling with shit. Fucking ain't shit else to do but music. So we can't go nowhere.
We had a conversation last year, and it was about music dropping a little too fast. And I was like, yo, just slow down a little bit. And you're like, nah, we gotta keep the full speed ahead. and so now we're at Face Card, and you took your time with this project.
Yeah, it took me probably like a year to record Face Card.
So don't you agree that that was the smoothest method?
It was a good pace, but at the same time, I was still putting shit out because I was probably recording Face Card when what was the first project I dropped in 2020? Northside Baby with Fluid. I probably had a couple songs then. I didn't use none of them songs because they just felt different. They felt like they wasn't like no mixtape kind of songs.
Yeah.
And shit like that. So I just held on.
You can tell the difference.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Because like when I recorded, I could feel it. Like, bro, this shit just feels way bigger than what I normally do. So I just kept gradually keeping shit like that until I had about, I want to say I recorded 12 or 13 songs for Face Card and only 10 or 11 made it. So I just kept all the ones. I might do something with the other ones, put them on a mixtape, but that's how it came.
Do you feel like any of those projects that I named didn't meet the YBM expectations?
I think everything was cool. The EP was just probably something to put out just because I promised somebody I would put a tape out right after I dropped Northside Baby, so I just dropped 7 songs just because.
Got you. Because when I got on Tidal and I looked up Wichita Savage 3, and I seen how small of a track list it was. I was a little disappointed, just a little bit,
You
because
wanted that 10 piece.
at least, you know what I'm saying, like at least the full project that, you know what I'm saying, it won't go down with EPs and singles, you know what I'm saying, because do you realize how special the Wichita Savage trilogy actually is?
Yep. Yeah, it was. I was gonna come out with a extended version, but I just decided to quit fucking with it.
Nah, don't go back now.
Yeah.
Because now it's full steam. It's full steam ahead, and I like the route what you decided to do. So you also said in one of the tracks, I believe it was the SC Trill beat. You said you had that for about a year.
On Face Card.
Yeah, on Face Card.
Yeah.
So like, how many of these tracks did you already like have, and like which ones did you like find like at the last minute?
Shed Tears was definitely a last minute song because that shit happened on like New Year's.
So the project was done by New Year's.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that song came like 2 weeks after New Year's, and I think that was the last song for the project.
Got you.
Yeah, because that was like the last incident that had happened with Sims dying, and then that's just how it went.
The thing about this project that I heard the most, and the thing that I think it was like real dope, me and Troy was talking about it, was that no matter like where you go, a lot of people said that this project was really relatable. Like they could relate to it. Was that something that you wanted to do? Did you want to try and make your pain relatable? Or was it that you just wanted to express what was coming out and that's what ended up happening?
I feel like a lot of it was probably just me being more, I don't know how to say it, like intimate or whatever on songs and shit. Like being more personal and shit. It's a lot of people that listen to me that's going through the same shit about the same age bracket. So I guess it was pretty much more relatable to everybody other than like Savage projects. Cause that shit is something totally different. That's a whole different energy level.
Yeah, that's way different. On one track you also said that your girl thinks that you're heartless because she hasn't seen you cry.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is, that us men have like a hard time like releasing that?
I don't know, cause it seemed like shit growing up, ain't nobody really give a fuck about a nigga's feelings, so there was never no point in telling nobody, cause what the fuck what they gonna do about it? Nothing. So
do you still feel like that? Cause I mean, you got a bunch of people that love you, but I know also you got some people that.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, in the back of my mind, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna complain for what? Like, ain't nothing gonna come out of that. So I just try to keep shit to myself. I'll rap about it, maybe write about it, because I write shit every day. So that normally help me. If I can sit there and jot it down, read it a couple times and shit, I'll be cool after that.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of how all my raps and shit go. I just jot all my shit down, say how I'm feeling on a notes section of the iPhone. That's pretty much what I use, and that shit take care of a lot of problems.
So on New Year's, we got the news that Sims was no longer here with us, and my condolences to you and the team, for what you guys have had to go through. How did you get the news and everything of what happened?
DJ Fluid had called me. It was like 10 in the morning. Cause he said Tez and them was calling and all this shit. So yeah, that's pretty much how I found out and shit. I just got to make some calls, see what the fuck was going on. Shit, that's what it was. You and Sims,
I look at you guys more of like, like he was a youngin', you guys had that relationship where it was like, you were trying to show him, the path that, you could take, that got you, to where you are, because you guys seem like come from relatable situations, what is it that you've had to cope with? Like, how have you been, dealing with this? Because you guys released a project together, what I'm saying? And the thing that Nick's one of them people that it's like, if you knew Nick, you love Nick. What I'm saying? Like, he's high energy, he gonna talk shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's just who he is.
I don't see how y'all don't like the nigga, man. That's the problem.
a lot of people got pride.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people got pride. A lot of people got egos. And sometimes when a brother is comfortable within his own skin, that bothers people without them even knowing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But are you dealing with all this, you know what I'm saying, the best way that you can?
I would say so, the best way possible. Shit, put it out on music. Shit, keep inspiring everybody and keep saying shit that's gonna make me think positive. That's about all I can do every day.
What inspires you?
Shit, family, for real. Hanging out with family and friends and shit like that, just keeping people close, cause shit, you never know. Shit just be happening so much. Can't take none of that shit for granted, so I try to spend as much time with my family and shit as possible, so.
I feel you. Shoot, if I don't see you working on something, if I don't see you in the basement recording something or lifting something, that I see you with your kids,
Yeah,
I see you with, you know what I'm saying, with your family. Man, and you got a crew with your little one. I seen you at the mall when he had the little piece. He was ready to pop it.
Hey, he gonna be something. You know what they say about them second kids.
They the worst ones.
Yeah, he don't give a shit.
They the worst ones. Like my daughter, she's finna be 3 in a few weeks, and boy, like my pops, he'll say off the rip, he be like, she the gangster in the family.
Yeah, that's
like,
that's my second son, and that nigga's a monster.
I'm straight gangster. That second
Damn,
one
this
don't make
nigga gonna be beating up his big brother. This is crazy.
And he already look kind of swole.
Yeah.
Like, Nez, you better watch your leg. He'll cut you
dude,
real
that nigga's
quick.
about way the same.
That's funny. What, before the New Year's, I want to say, I think it was sometime last year, you had mentioned you and your relationship with Steel.
Mm-hmm.
How has that relationship been since you brought that up?
It's been like mentally more progressive because, I don't know, man, niggas was just on some childish shit growing up for real. A lot of weird shit going on, a lot of weird drugs and experiments, but
We all gotta grow.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. Just like music over time, everything grows. So he gonna be out here in, I want to say, 2 months or a month and a half and shit. Hopefully
No
we can,
shit.
Yeah, we can get shit back on track too.
Man, because you and Fluid been holding it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, for some years now. So like now that, you know what I'm saying, like the team back together, what's that feeling like? Like what's everybody talking like? Cause I know the energy high right now.
Shit, really, we not even talking about music. It's more of like some brotherhood shit that I'm talking about. It's more than music. Cause when me and Steel fell out, it was more than music to me. That shit was like shit. I came up rapping with this nigga like this, one of my big bros from SE Trill's old Bricktown Studios and shit like that. So we just gonna try to establish that and try to get shit back square.
Yeah,
Shit,
that's I think that's the best thing to do, is to mend and build the personal relationship, and everything else will
fuck all
kind
the
of
music.
go.
That shit don't mean nothing to me.
I feel you. Your brother DJ Fluid, he has made a lane of his own in the city, and being that you've been doing it for 10 plus years, you know what I'm saying, and he's taking off right now, what's some advice that you've kind of been able to give him in his own like situation?
Don't fall into everybody's comments and negative bullshit that they be saying, because that shit is just, I don't know, it's just weird to me. And he kind of learned and kind of step back, because it's always going to be somebody that got some shit to say, like, bro, just ignore that shit. They going to feel stupid if you don't reply to it.
Is that something you've had to develop, like, with age? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, you can't respond to everybody.
I used to be a real, like, retaliation type person. Like, you say something, I'm going to fuck you up. And that's just what it's going to be. Wasn't nobody going to change my mind about it. Kind of like Sim's late attitude was. And that's kind of one of the reasons I felt like that nigga was just like we was like long lost brothers. He just needed somebody to look up to that was on a different path than what everybody else trying to do. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's pretty much.
And bro was talented.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
when the nigga first started rapping, I'm like, damn bro, how long you been rapping for? Like this shit don't sound like no beginner ass raps. Shit, I just been playing with it for some years, shit like that.
You know, like you have a lyrical street pen.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You can make the streets sound like motherfucking mansion. like that's something that, like you saying, you can do. So for him to step into that realm with you, like y'all to come together, like the balls on Sims, like, you know what I'm saying? To like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's his first project for real.
Yeah. And I was mad impressed with that shit. Like,
and he held his own.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, this nigga tough.
I gotta be proud of him.
I can't wait till we drop 2 and 3 and all this shit.
Is there any unreleased Sims music that y'all might have?
I know Ted's got some shit over there, but I don't. I sure wish I did though. But
did he hear any of Face Card?
He heard the whole project. Well, not the whole project, but like at least I want to say like 6 songs.
What was his take on it?
I think Earn Stripes was his favorite ones.
What's one of your favorite tracks off of the project?
Earn Stripes. That's my shit. Yeah.
Feel you.
When that shit come on, it just make me feel like I'm smoking or something. That shit just feel good.
What's it been like, you know what I'm saying, traveling lately? You know what I'm saying? You've gone to Atlanta, you've been out there in Georgia, you've been out to Cali, you know what I'm saying, with Naya. What's it feel like getting out of Wichita for that little bit of time?
Shit, necessary experiences is what it is. And shit, that shit feel good. It make you come back and get on your grind. Like,
I gotta know your plug on the plane tickets. Cause boy, you gone.
Shout out to Google, man. Shout out to Expedia points.
So what you be doing out there in Georgia? Like, what you said, that was that like your uncle?
Yeah, my
that's
uncle out there.
And y'all just be working on cars and everything.
Yeah, and my little cousin be out there. He be coming to pick me up and shit, showing me the city. Last time we was gonna go to Magic City, but it just, didn't
work out.
Yeah, niggas couldn't get no burners or nothing in there, so we was cool on it. So we just scope it out. We went to some little hookah lounge and went to see the Hawks Stadium and all that shit. So I just be out there kicking it.
So what you think about LA?
Shit, I go to LA once a month if I could. That shit, man, the life just feel different out there.
I went out there and I was like, I swear, I could just stay here forever. Mm-hmm. But then I thought about it, and I was like, there ain't no way I could.
Nah, that shit too expensive.
That's one of them, like, you go visit and you just keep it pushing.
It'd be too much shit you want to do.
But between the two, LA or Atlanta, which one would you prefer?
Probably LA.
Any personal reason?
I don't know. LA is more like entertainment. Atlanta's more like black people families that's winning. Mm-hmm. That the area that I be in, because you barely see any white people. All you see is Habibs and niggas getting money.
Facts.
That shit. I just love the culture out there.
Definitely.
Probably Atlanta then. The part of Atlanta that I've been to, because I ain't been to like Zone 6 and all that, East Atlanta and all that shit.
No, stay out of there.
Yeah, I heard that shit crazy.
Yeah, just chill.
Yeah, the energy where I was, it's seeing a lot of black people winning is different than being in Kansas, because this shit ain't predominantly black people in this area, and everybody know that shit. So
let's talk a little bit more about Face Card. Hoopers turn shooters. That bitch go tuka tuka tuka.
Hey, Troy said that's his girl's favorite part. Everybody be saying that shit.
As soon as that shit come out, like I knew, as soon as I heard that little bit, they said, smoke a nigga like a hookah. I said, oh, this nigga's finna. I was like, it's like almost like a spirit took over me, bro. I was like, oh, it's on. But it stands out on the project.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a single. You know, it directly sounds like a single. This might be the first time, bro, that I've heard a project of yours and I like knew exactly what the single was. Yeah, I'm like, that's the one. Something that's
different and
yeah. How'd that record come about?
I was just randomly looking at shit on YouTube, and I came across this that Esco instrumental. And that shit came on. My son started like going crazy off that shit. I said, shit, if this nigga going crazy, it gotta be something crazy.
Kids won't lie to you.
Yeah.
Kids won't lie. I think that this project, Face Card, it might be, I have to say, my second favorite project. It's like 1B. Meditation 1 is 1. This is 1B. Where does this project rank for you?
I think it's number 1 for me.
Why is it number 1 for you?
It's probably because it's the most up to date in my life. You know, it's like, I don't know about other artists, but like, if you're talking about real shit, it's gonna like line up with how your life is going at that point. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the old shit, that's like the old me. So I've grown from that. That's how
you definitely see the growth.
So I just feel like the Face Card is the most grown project.
Why'd you name it Face Card?
Cause Face Card is like, shit, it explains you. Like, Face Card is all you got. Mm-hmm. Your balls and your words, shit.
Feel that.
Everything on that project is about pretty much me.
This is probably the most open you've been. Probably the most open you've been. You've always, you know what I'm saying, you've been vocal about, you know what I'm saying, shit that's bothering you. You'll speak your mind on the track and it don't matter. But this, I even sent you, when I sent you that message, I told you, I was like, yo, like, I love this project. I'm like, I'm kind of worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Certain shit I was saying.
Yeah, like it was just.
Yeah, I got a lot of them messages too.
But it was that one bar where you was just like, you know what I'm saying, you get like fuck around, get smoked in your own city, like whatever. And I was just like, I know what you mean, because it's like, I've only known you for a little bit, Smoove, but I've seen enough that I'm just like, Smoove, chill. Like just chill for a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's because it's just like, I understand how quick things can go. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't think for a minute, I don't think you've realized like how important you are. Chris Barnett said it himself, you know what I'm saying? He was like, you know, YBM is the world, you know, the city is yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, that has to mean something to you, you know what I'm saying? For OG to say some shit like that. But it's the truth.
I think he said that shit. I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting this, because I didn't hear his verse when he came to record the shit. I didn't see no lyrics or nothing prior to it. That nigga one take Jake that shit. I'm like,
he pulled up on you?
that's the one, yeah, to my crib where I recorded it.
That's great. Another thing that I thought was real dope was that you didn't have that many features, but the features were just enough. How are you when it comes to like selecting, like picking features? Because I know everybody want to work with you.
Man, too many people. That's what the whole Wichita Savage trilogy kind of deal was about, was getting with other Wichita artists and making something dope. But
and when you hear Wichita Savage 1, that makes all the sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? When you got the MM40s, you know what I'm saying? You got the what's his name, Mac and Menace, you know, like that makes sense. And then the next one, and that's fire. That's real fire. On Face Card, I thought I heard that Fluid was supposed to host it. What ended up changing that?
That nigga's whole mindset about the project, when we went to the studio and I finally had like the complete list of the songs and had them in order and shit. And we was at Young C's and he playing them on the studio speakers. Fluid ain't heard the whole project up at this point. And he was just sitting back listening to it like, bro, I can't say too much on this project because motherfuckers need to hear what you talking about.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how that went, because initially he just got in there and started recording over shit, and he started listening to the songs like, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. Just scratch the whole shit and just let the tape ride. I'm just gonna do the intro and that's it. That's
some real shit from Fluid though, because this is arguably one of, like, so right now the biggest project of the year. And for him, like, you know what I'm saying, to make this in, because he could have got, you know what I'm saying, the meanest rub off of this project, you know, and just did that.
That's what it was supposed to be, on some Northside Baby shit.
I feel you.
Fluid and Smoove tape.
I feel you. So we gonna get a Northside Baby 2?
Probably.
What's the next project that might be in the works? No name yet?
I can't call it yet.
Are we still releasing music off of Face Card? Like videos and shit like that?
We're gonna let that run for a minute.
You got to. Why do you feel that this project is album of the year? Because I seen that you had tweeted, you was like, you feeling it. I want you to feel that. Like, you deserve to feel that shit.
Yeah. That shit, it just, I don't know. It just sound big, and then I feel like I done got way better at my mixing and mastering and all that shit, and it just, if I listen to my shit about 3 tapes ago, it just don't sound
You've
the same.
elevated on that shit for real.
So I just sat there, I took all the time that I needed to learn that shit.
How many times nigga done had to tell you, like, nah, do it like this?
20
like,
times. That nigga, he a good coach.
I meant to tell you too that I knew that Hoopers Turn Shooters was the single and was a hit. So Face Card drops, I send the project to my pops. I'm like, check it out. He in North Carolina with my mom. They on vacation. This nigga sends me a video of him playing Hoopers Turn Shooters on the beach. I'm like, Pop. Pop, that's the wrong spot.
That's not even the
he was hype. was sitting there, had the one just sitting there on the beach, just posted up chilling, was like, yeah, bumping my shit. I wish I had my YBM jacket.
Yeah.
That blue YBM jacket that you gave me a while back, I gave it to him. And like, for my pops to wear that blue jacket, that's a lot. that's a lot. That's a lot. In your long career, do you have any regrets?
Not really. I feel like everything played out the way it should have. Cause I feel like if niggas would have like took off the way it is now back in like 2010, we wouldn't known what the fuck to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
We would have just been.
That's a fact.
Yeah, just freestyling on life type shit.
Now that you know more, how important is it to know the business side of the music and not just making the music?
Very important because shit, your life can depend on it. For real. You get the right song that's worth 10 million. You let somebody take that shit from you, you might get that one once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
And shit, you fuck from there, and then on top of that, it'll help you with your business savvy because you're gonna have to do something with that money.
Mm-hmm.
Invest it for the long term so it can last nigga 6 generations type shit.
Feel you.
So the more mature, the more smart we get as we grow older. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
shit, it just help us.
You've officially left the shop. You're working independent, doing your own thing. You started your own business. What's next?
That's what I'm in the middle of. I'm debating on going back and getting some more tech knowledge, or I'm just kind of floating right now, staying busy, taking care of everything I need to.
How booked up are you?
I'm probably like 3 weeks out right now, and that's what kind of keeps me.
And that's just going light.
Yeah. So eventually I'm gonna have to start hiring some people, but I just got to get people to a point where I got to. Like, man, fuck this job. I can make this paycheck in 3 days.
I feel you. How annoying is a cell phone now?
Boy, my DMs on every fucking social media, phone calls out the ass. And I fucking hate talking on the phone, so that was a big thing for me. I hate motherfuckers calling me. Like, if you don't plan on calling me, don't call me because I ain't gonna answer. So now I answer I answer as many calls as possible. Just to keep my...
I hate talking on the phone.
Yeah, just to see how much shit I can rake in.
Man. One thing I want to compliment you on before we finish up is you've always been very vocal about supporting everything in the city. You pulled up on me, got a shirt, pulled up on Confidence Barbershop, got a shirt, you know what I'm saying? What is it, why do you do that? You know what I'm saying, for you personally?
Shit, I just love supporting hustlers. That's all that's about, because shit, I know how it feel to be one.
Mm-hmm.
And be trying to get motherfuckers to support you. So shit, everybody be needing that love.
Everybody definitely need that love.
Yeah, so shit. Anybody hustling, trying to get something going, that's full of quality, I'm gonna support that shit. So just gonna help them get to the next level.
Is there any young or newer artists or anything that you've been hearing that you want to work with, or any artists that you haven't had a chance to work with that you want to work with in the future?
There's plenty of them, but one I can think of right now is MCG Trey, I think that's his name. Young kid, I think he like, I want to say like 16, 17 or something.
Damn.
Yeah. He dope. He got
From here?
Yeah, he got some shit. Yeah, I done seen him rapping on a couple SE Trill beats. I heard some of his shit on Apple Music.
Oh, he's actually doing that shit.
He actually doing it right. At that age, nigga, I wish I'd have been doing it right like that. So, yeah, that's respect.
Are we gonna get any of the old YBM Smoove projects on streaming services?
We might, depending on how much of that shit I can find.
You ain't got none of your old shit.
I don't. Nigga, Dale got more of my old music than I do.
Yeah,
Steele's little brother. That nigga know
just
all my old lyrics. Like, bro, how you remember that shit? That
you
shit
gonna have to just go ahead and get all that
12,
shit.
15 years ago.
Me and David Dixon, we was just sitting here having a conversation a few weeks ago about him trying to get fucked up. Like,
that's one of them ones.
He
yeah.
made it. He said straight up, he was like, that might be of our generation the one record that like
revamps itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was lit back then.
Like he's like you play that shit in the club right now. He's like, it's still gonna go. And he's like, that was one of those. So like, we had a convo. We was like, yo, so Cadillac, you got Cadillac Love, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm trying to get fucked up. And he was like, straight out of Kansas. Like, we started naming some records, and I was like, damn, I was like, Smoove had a record back in
2010, bro.
that was like that actually was like supposed to take off, but it was like, if niggas knew the business side, you know, things might have done.
Everybody used to think I was from Dallas. You talking about Smoove from Dallas? Like, bro, nigga, I'm from here. What did you talking about?
Bro, it don't help. Like, you just posted a video of your mom bumping some old Dallas music. So it's like, damn, maybe you is from Dallas.
From Dallas, yeah. Well, yeah, they used to get niggas confused.
My last question for you is, what advice would you give any of the youngins out here on the north side? You know what I'm saying? School just ended. You know what I'm saying? They happy to be out, happy to be free. What's some advice that you would like just get the youngins, you know what I'm saying, that old man Smoove might want to pass on?
Man, get your party on, but don't stop, man. Just don't stop. Do something. At least go to tech school and get like some hands-on type shit that you can use outside of work or something. Just start there, even if you ain't going to a 4-year.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah, whether you like it or not. Because shit, the hardest thing about doing something is getting started. And that's what it was for me. After I graduated, I sat around for about a year. Not doing shit, doing bullshit ass jobs, hustling, doing.
Did you always like working on cars?
Yeah, I started that shit back in like a long ass time ago with my grandpa. And he was like, shit, you like it so much, why don't you really go learn about it? Go to school or something. And shit, in that time, I got into it. Man, shit, it seemed like that year zoomed by.
And it just stuck.
Yeah.
And now look at you.
Yeah.
Now it's your own business.
So.
That's fire. But bro, man, I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? I hope the best for you. Congratulations on all the success that you've been getting. Definitely album of the year candidate, but the year's still early. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole another 6 months, couple more artists coming.
I'm gonna drop that other slap on them here soon.
Go ahead and do it.
That one I sent you.
Go ahead and do it.
That's a summer vibe.
Is it gonna
right
still
there.
have the same cover?
Keep that shit going. I don't know. I might keep that. That shit clever though.
So just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You and the team got it right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got it all figured out. It's like, shoot, I just enjoy seeing what y'all doing. But yeah, the next project, I better have a couple tracks in my email. Yeah. Because I felt real disrespected that I have nothing to face.
Nothing.
I ain't hearing it. But
it felt hella fresh to you. A lot of niggas didn't hear it.
I loved it though. Like a part of me was like, damn, I wish I had this a little bit early. But then it was just like, when I heard it like all together, because as soon as that intro came on, I was just like.
Yeah, 4 times heard that, and it's only 2 people that heard the whole project. It was Big Sam and Chris Barnett.
Yeah, 4 times made sure he told me that he heard the project.
Yeah.
I he tweeted, I was like, I got a problem with Smoove for not sending the. he told me in person, he's like, yeah,
I was there.
He's like, I seen that tweet. He's like, but then that nigga couldn't even tell me that because when all the promo stuff came out, this nigga was right there in everything. I was like, man, I'm happy for you. I said, at least you heard that shit, bastard. But it is what it is.
Yeah, he just be catching niggas at the right time. Like, what y'all on?
Up there at C's.
Yeah.
What made you go to C's to do like the last he do the finishing touches on some of the mixing for you?
No, that was all Fluid's idea. Fluid wanted to go in there and do like some live feel in the studio booth type shit. Cause when I record, I don't be needing all that hype shit. Cause once I got something in my mind, I'm gonna do it the way it sounded in my head. And he just wanted that energy. So we just took it to him and asked him if everything sounded right. Yeah.
You old man for real. You said your ways.
Yep. I'll record on the couch just like this.
Posted chilling. Yep. Hey, but that'd be the best way because shit, you could argue you've made some of your best music.
For real.
Just doing it. But we had a conversation about this some years ago. We would advise every artist, you know what I'm saying, to tap in learning all sides of it. You know what I'm saying? Not just being the writer.
Yeah, it's more money in doing different shit.
But all right, so to close this out, I'm just gonna let you know, I dropped a Scooney episode not too long ago, and I asked Scooney who would be in his starting 5 if he started the basketball team and you wasn't in that starting 5. And so when I asked him no Smoove, his comment was Smoove hoop. That's all I'm gonna say.
Niggas got me fucked up around here, man. Bet. One Scooney ASAP.
Yo, Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an episode of RELLism. I'm your host, Rello. That's RELLO, here with my man, the Wichita Savage himself, YBM Smoove, the Northside Babies. Just two Northside Babies posted up chilling, man. Much love to everybody. Y'all stay tapped in and go ahead and listen to Face Card if you haven't already, because if you haven't, you fucking stupid.
100,000.
Love.
Damn, Scooney. Now I gotta cross his ass.
Yep, that shit had me dumb when he said it.